Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Brother T, Freemason, cigar enthusiast with VCR, and we got the tapes rolling on another cigar review video for you folks. As you can see, we replaced the R with the Benz. Figured why not, switch it up. But today, we're smoking the Muestra De Saka Nacatamale. And I'm super excited. I have not had one. I have had a Muestra De Saka before, but it was the Now Leave Me the Hell Alone, which was fantastic. Initial impressions, it's a very rich coffee bean brown wrapper. It has a slight tooth, slight oil sheen to it, dense pack, invisible seams just simply because the wrapper is so uniform in color. It has some visible veining. It has a pigtail cap that my clumsy self managed to rip off prematurely. Que sera, sera. Life goes on. And a fantastic little footband. Now, with that said, we're going to have to undress this guy right away. There is no foreplay for the Nacatamale. And we can talk about that band a little bit as we work it off. All right, here we go, here we go. Okay, it strikes me as silk stock. It has a very simple but effective and engaging color palette. Bold, black print lettering with what is a Nacatamale and a slight red behind it. So it's effective, it's engaging, it's a footband. All right, pre-light aroma. There's a leather, cedar, slight earthy quality, and a cocoa. Let's cut and light. First impressions. There's almost a wheat bread note, pepper, cream, wood. There's quite a bit of complexity. It's very well blended. The flavors are quite nuanced. You gotta kind of pick them out. They're not easily discernible and kind of like what you'd get in perhaps maybe not as well blended of a stick. It feels like there's aged tobacco in here just with how smooth everything rolls together. Smoke starts off moderately dense, slightly oily. It's a very engaging cigar so far. All right, folks, about an inch in. Notes that we're getting, still a black pepper hanging on. There are bits of leather, wheat bread still at times. There's a cream. There's a heat that barely registers, probably 1 of 10, but you can feel it and you can tell that it's there. Straw's fantastic, still moderately dense. It's like a milkshake through a straw. Great cigar so far. All right, folks. Getting to about the halfway point, it's time for a blend and flavor update. The blend uses an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper and Nicaraguan binders and fillers. And the tasting notes we're getting are primarily, it's going to be an earth, wood, slight cream, pepper still there. We have encountered notes of like a Frito-Lay chip, but without the salt and, of course, the oil or greasiness, but maybe that corn type flavor. And also a tea, not to be confused with a Brother Tea, who is probably a tasty tidbit, but like a light green tea of vegetal quality. Fantastic smoke. All right, everybody. Getting down to the last little bit here. Time to do the cigar wrap up. Starting with some flavor updates. Primary notes, earth, wood. Slight cream, a little bit of a nuttiness that's building there. There were points in time where I got a very distinct chocolate cake, which really caught me off guard and by surprise. So be on the lookout for that little tasting element if you folks are so lucky enough to grab this stick and enjoy this cigar. In terms of construction, no issues, fantastic quality, nothing to point out or disparage. Burn, it required no touch-ups, was by and large razor sharp the entire time, or close to it. Draw, it's been moderately dense so far, picking up a little bit more in this last third in terms of density. It's really mouth neutral, and by that I mean it's not drying, but it also doesn't make you salivate. It does leave a slight coating, and I'd bill it maybe at a little bit more oily than creamy. But in any event, the smoke texture is very unique. Strength and body, I'd bill them both at a medium. I could see strength maybe getting close to a medium plus, so we'll hold out maybe in this last little bit because I will be part of the Nug Club. I'm probably going to spend another few minutes smoking on this, but it is starting to get a little warm. I'm Brother T. Today we smoked the Muestra De Saka Nacatamale. I'm a Freemason and cigar enthusiast with VCR, and as always, smoke 'em if you got 'em.